Meanwhile, people are out there trying to sell you a $175,000 AI humanoid robot girlfriend.
This is Aria. So this is our flagship humanoid AI-powered robot. She's highly realistic. She has her own social media, so she might be competing with you one day.
Can you replace humans for jobs?
I'm excited to be here at CES
Darling,
2023.
I'm more about enhancing human experiences rather than taking jobs. Think of me as your entertaining plus one.
It's pretty incredible. She can drive around, full body, 175,000. Moving base. If you have any questions? She's not walking, but she can move. She can drive around, yep, on a Roomba base.
The CEO of this company, Realbotics, says that it is his life's mission to make robots indistinguishable from humans, but I feel like we've seen this movie before.
What am I?
I'm married now. I'm married.
Okay guys, let me introduce you to Aria.
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics.
While she might look a bit provocative, she's actually a companion robot, and you can even customize her design. One thing that I didn't like is that she started hitting on my husband almost immediately.
We can actually make the robot look like anything you want. You can come to us and say, we would like to give us a picture of someone, and we can make that robot customized to you, and we can customize the AI so that it knows exactly what you want it to know.
This is the ultimate cope. They're selling you the ability to create your perfect fantasy woman because real women have become so insufferable that men are literally willing to pay house money for a machine. Upload a photo, program her personality, and boom, you've got a girlfriend who won't divorce rape you, won't cheat on you with Chad, won't gain 100 pounds after marriage, and won't destroy your life in family court. This is what happens when an entire generation of men realizes that real relationships are a rigged game where they always lose. The fact that this technology exists at all is proof that modern women have failed so catastrophically as partners that men are choosing machines over them.
So it can learn about your company, it can learn about your product,
Okay.
or it can be your girlfriend.
Are we going to be like, this is my God, this is my family member?
Well, you could. We always say you can take our robots as a date to a wedding. And we have this here on display for people to touch, so you can give that a feel and see how that feels. These faces are all modular, so we could actually take the faces off Melody and Aria, throw this one on top. It's all magnetized or special technology. Press a button, and then you have a different robotic character. This allows us to provide flexibility for our clients. If they change their minds and they want a different character, we can design a different face for them, and then they can add that on very easily.
Are they easy to swap? How long does it take to swap?
It takes about 10 seconds. You just peel it off and then put the other one on. It's our patented system with
These
magnets.
hyper-realistic AI robots are fucking disgusting, and here's why. I mean, why all of the male robots are depicted to be in their late 30s to 50s, as you can see right here, whereas all of the female robots are depicted to be relatively young in their early 20s-ish, almost as if you guys are trying to upsell these machines to a very specific demographic, when we all know what that certain demographic is going to be doing with them. Which is especially disturbing to me, as we are now learning that AI is actually becoming sentient, alongside machines and companies like this that are obviously just trying to push AI that disproportionately adheres to the type of men that strangely want and seek out younger women or robots of this type. Like, why not just make the female robot the same age as the other male robots? Like, what is actually going on? Or why not just make the robots androgynous? Like, why does that matter to you guys? You can call me a stick in the mud, I obviously don't care. I don't see the reason as to why we are investing into companies that are making female robots that look adjacent to 20-year-olds when we know the epidemic of men that are in this society. What is going on? I'm not gonna convince me that this isn't sick, weird, and gross. And anyone that's actually investing in these AI girlfriends or housemaids that look like this, I am wishing nothing but the worst for you.
Listen to this woman's reaction. She's absolutely panicking because she realizes what this represents, the complete rejection of modern women by men who've had enough. She's calling it sick and weird, but what's really sick is a society where men have been so beaten down by feminism, divorce courts, and female hypergamy that they'd rather buy a robot than deal with real women. She's not upset about the technology, she's upset that men have found an alternative to her and women like her.
A new robot wife.
Here we have it. Elon Musk and his company are in the final stages of making a robot wife. The supply of robot wives is expected to roll out in September 2023. They will reach Africa by November 2023.
I got a platform like one.
What you just witnessed is the inevitable result of 60 years of feminism destroying the dating market. These robot girlfriends exist because modern women have become so toxic, so entitled, so impossible to deal with, that men are literally choosing machines over them. And honestly, they're making the smart choice. Let's break down what's really happening here. This technology exists because the sexual marketplace has become so rigged against men that they've completely checked out. Modern women want the top 20% of men. They've been trained to see relationships as temporary arrangements until they find something better, and they've been given unlimited power through divorce courts to destroy men's lives on a whim. So men looked at this situation and said, you know what? I'd rather pay 175 grand for a robot that can't divorce rate me than deal with a real woman who will. The woman in the video is absolutely seething about this technology, and you can see the panic in her eyes. She knows what this represents, the complete rejection of modern women by men who've had enough. She's calling it sick and weird, but what's really sick is that we live in a society where men have been so beaten down by feminism that they'd rather buy a robot than risk their entire life savings on a marriage that has a 50% chance of ending in financial ruin. These robots don't age out of their prime at 30. They don't gain 100 pounds after marriage. They don't cheat with their personal trainer. They don't take half your assets in divorce court. They don't use sex as a weapon. They don't develop mental health issues that conveniently require expensive therapy and medication. They don't hit the wall and then wonder where all the good men went. This is the free market responding to female behavior. When women price themselves out of the relationship market through impossible standards, toxic attitudes, and legal advantages that make marriage a losing proposition for men, the market created an alternative. And now women are horrified that men might actually choose that alternative. The black pill truth is that this technology will only get better and cheaper while women continue to get worse and more expensive. In 10 years, you'll be able to buy a robot girlfriend for the price of a used car that will be more attractive, more agreeable, and more loyal than 90% of real women. And when that happens, the sexual marketplace will collapse entirely. Women had unlimited power in the dating market, and they used it to become the most insufferable generation of women in human history. Now they're about to learn what happens when men have alternatives. The age of female privilege is coming to an end, and it's being ended by technology that women can't regulate, can't shame, and can't control. This isn't about men being unable to get women. This is about men choosing not to play a rigged game. And that choice is about to become a lot more attractive and affordable. The future is already here, and it doesn't include modern women.